Hello, how is everyone doing today? In this video, I'm going to talk about Workspace and user interface for AutoCAD 2020-21. Now I have already opened the software. Here we see the entire window for this software. Now look at here. This button is the application button. If we left click this button, we're going to see different application. Like we can create a new drawing file. We can open a drawing file. We can save a drawing file. We can save a different format of the files. If we want to save a drawing template, we can use this one. We can also export different kinds of files. We can also publish and print the drawing file. We can also use the drawing unit to change the unit that we want to use. We see the length, angle, and the scale. If we want to change the type, we can change any one you want. We can also change the precision to longer or shorter. We can also change the angle type and the unit types. If you want to change to centimeter, you can select this one. Now I don't want to change anything here. This bar, we call it quick access toolbar. If we click this small arrow, it's going to show up the option that we can have. If I don't want to have the workspace, we click it. Now we can't see it. Now I want to see the workspace. For AutoCAD 2021, there are different workspaces. Specifically, they are drafting annotation, 3D basic, 3D modeling. For the 2D drafting is this one. We see here it's showing the drawing file name. So this line, it is the ribbon, we call it ribbon. So each name actually represent a ribbon tab. If we click here, it shows the home ribbon tab. If we click this one, it shows the insert ribbon tab. Within each ribbon tab, it has different panels. In this area, it is the draw panel. Here is the modify panel, annotation panel, and other panel. Same for other ribbon tabs. So within the draw panel, we can see different tools like the line tool, polyline tool, circle tool. If we put our cursor on this tool, it's going to show up the help, the explanation how to use this tool. If we put the cursor on the bottom of the panel and left click the arrow, so the panel is going to be extended. If we move away the cursor, so the panel is going to be returned. We also see that there is a small button. If we click here, so the panel can be pinned, so it won't be returned if we move away the cursor from the panel. Now let's click it again and move away the cursor, so the panel is returned. Same for this one. I click the pin button, so the panel is going to be extended. Click it again, so it's going to be returned. Now let's try to make a float panel. So let's put a cursor on the bottom of the panel and left click the mouse and draft this panel. We see the panel is floating on the workspace. If we click this area, so the panel is going to be returned. Same for this one. If we put the cursor on the bottom of the panel, left click the mouse and drag the panel, so this panel is going to be floating on the working space. Now let's return it. So this entire area is the working space. So we see the coordinate axis. The horizontal is the x-axis. The one vertical is vertical direction is the one axis. So we also see the view tube. This is the top view for the view tube. Usually for the 2D drafting, we don't use it. Just ignore it for 2D drafting. So this is the pen. If we want to move the drafting area, we can click it, so we can see a small hand. So we left click the mouse and move it. So if we press the escape key on the escape key on the keyboard, so it's returned to the normal condition. You can also use the mouse wheel to zoom in and zoom up, like this. If we want to return to the maximum zoom out condition, so we can use this one. Zoom extends. We click it. It is a zoom out. Let's cancel this command. So this small window is a command window. We can type in any command that we want to activate a tool. Say I want to draw a line. Let's type in line. Now let's select the line. We can draw a line here. Right click and enter. Here we can see different tabs: model tab and layout tab. We can change within them. This bar we call it status bar. See, we can see the blue color, a light blue color. We can see the normal color. If it is light blue color, it means that this tool is active. Like this one, now it's active. It's showing the grid. If we don't want the grid, let's left click. Now we can't see the grid. If I want to see a grid, let's click it again. Also, we can customize the status bar. Say I don't want the line weight. Line weight is here. Now it's showing up. If I click it, now it's disappeared. Now I want to show the line weight. Okay, this is the workspace and the user interface for AutoCAD 2021. If you have any comment, please feel free to let me know. Thank you.